Hi, welcome to my first video of the year. This video I've been anticipating for about 2 months. So for the last couple of months, and especially just the end of 2024, I have been struggling with the books I'm reading. They have not been the greatest and I've been going into a small reading slump. I kind of pushed through it at the end, but it didn't feel like the books I was reading were amazing, and so I wanted to start the new year with a banger, and that's why I am going to be rereading the Darkest Minds series. I first read this, I think, in 2016, 2017, I don't remember. I was obsessed with Shatter Me at the time, and I was just in need of that dystopian feel with the superpowers, and this series really hit the mark. I remember it being fantastic, and that's why I wanted to start the year with it, because I know I'm going to enjoy it. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy it. Is it gonna live up to my expectations, or is it not? If you don't know what The Darkest Minds is about, a quick synopsis is a teenage girl with special abilities survives a plague that kills most of the children, I think between the ages 10 to 17, and just what she has to do to survive. It's one of those series that was written in 2010s, and it was just the greatest thing at the time, and I can't wait to go into it. So without further ado, let's go. Oh my god, I remember why I was so stunned and amazed right from the beginning when I started this book. It literally hooks you in like the first paragraph. You want to find out what's happening because it just gags you, you know? It says things and you're like, what the heck? Oh my god. Oh, wow. I can't. This is already so good. And I'm literally just beginning chapter 1. Okay. Yeah. Even on chapter 2, I just finished chapter 2, and you can already tell this is going to be a good book. A great book. Yeah, I think this was the best choice I ever made. Rereading this series, I already know I am going to love this again. I think I'm almost halfway there, and I'm really enjoying it. It's super good. Yeah, one thing I noticed that I didn't remember at all is the chapters are really long. I think they're 20 to 30 pages long. I'm used to like maybe 5 to 10 pages, but you don't really notice it much. There's a lot of action, there's always something happening, and there's not like very long paragraphs explaining what something looks like, so it just flows really easily. And so it's very easy to read and very fast to read, as you can see, because I'm so far in. But yeah, it's just really good. But I am getting hungry now, so I think I'm going to make my lunch and then continue reading. Oh my god. I remember most things, to be honest, but just those little things that just shock me, and I just, wow, like the things I would do to read this book and this series for the first time ever again. Wow. Oh, I think this was one of the first times I was truly betrayed by a book and by characters. And I'm still not over it. What? I can't believe it. No, I can't do this. I can't do this. No, because I can't. No. Mm-mm.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a journey. This was a journey for sure. It was good. It was good. I can't believe I finished it today. It's like 500 pages long and I finished it in a day. Honestly, all I can say about this book is that it definitely reached my expectations. Did it exceed them? No, but did I still give it 5 stars? Yes. So, I think if you're trying to get into dystopian, this is the book for you. I think this is such a good commentary on oppression that is put in an easy and digestible way, and for younger readers, because this is young adult. It's not going to be discussed in a very difficult way. It's not going to be maybe very thought-provoking, but it's definitely going to make you think about those topics. It's very fun. It's so full of action. There is not a dull moment in this book. Now I have to get on with the second book. I am going straight into it because what else am I gonna do? I literally, my whole life now becomes this series because I am obsessed. Once again, I don't know what I'm gonna do after this finishes because it's so good. Anyway, let's get on to the second book. Once again, and the first chapter is so gagging. Like, I can't use another word, it's just gagging. I'm already hooked in. I mean, I was already hooked in after the first book, but oh my god. Also, I'm loving the vibes. They're a bit different than the first book. The first book is much more like coming to terms with your superpowers. This one is all about rage, I feel like. And I love it. I love it. And I just wanted to say that I will be doing a little bit less updates during the rest of the series, just as I don't want to make any spoilers and, you know. So I have just finished Never Fade, and I think it's another 5-star, maybe 4.5, just because it was super long, but I didn't remember as much of this one as I did with the first book. I think I read the first book twice and I also watched the movie, so I remembered more. I didn't remember that much though, and in this one I only remembered one part, and it was also not all correct, so a lot of things shocked me. And I think the continuation of the story was so amazing, but it also had such different vibes from the first book. It was completely different to me. It was a lot more introspective on the main character's feelings. We got to know her a lot more, and I feel like we have seen a lot of character growth in her, and I think it was great. The ending just took me out. It's a crazy ending. I don't know what I was expecting after the first book, because that one ended on a freaking crazy cliffhanger, but this one I think it's even crazier, and so I will be starting the next one straight away because no. This book is definitely more slow than the other two. I think after the halfway point it definitely picked up. It was thrilling in a way that is also scary, so it definitely brought up my adrenaline. But I also noticed that with each book the political intrigue goes deeper, and I'm definitely enjoying that aspect. We go much deeper into like the consequences and the political outlook of what's happening. It's definitely very intriguing and interesting. I am, I think, less than 200 pages away from finishing it, and I'm definitely gonna finish it today. I'm excited to see how this book ends. I literally have no idea. I don't remember at all. So yeah, let's see. So I just finished In the Afterlight. I think I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars. It is a 7 out of 10 book in my opinion. It is very long, and at the beginning it just felt like it was dragging a little bit, but the last, I think, 100 pages, it was so filled with action. It was just go. It was amazing, and I don't know how it's happening, but every book in this series is making me cry. And yeah, I haven't been able to find books lately that have really connected with me and really made me like super sad and made me actually cry. So to see that all of these books in this series are making me cry is just so, I don't know, crazy to me. I think this one, it goes deeper into, like I said before, the political consequences, the political outlook. And even today, this book is so important, I think, in society. It talks about topics that can be brought up today, such as bodily autonomy. And I think it's amazing that you can have a book that was written almost 10 years ago and it's still relevant today in today's problems. I'm still in shock in how much I could really draw from this to today's problems. This is the last book in like the main trilogy, I think, and the last book of the series was published 2 years after this, and I do think that you could stop after this book. It does round up very nicely. It doesn't leave you with a lot of questions in what's going to happen next, but I do know that there is a lot that we could also go into in the next book, and I am interested to see what road that's gonna take. So I just started the final book, and I did not realize that I did not read it when I first read the series. I think It came out just later than I was reading the series at the time, and I completely blanked that I didn't read it. And I did not know that it would take a completely different direction than what I would have thought. And it's actually so crazy. I'm even more excited to read it now because I was not anticipating it being what it is. And yeah. I finally finished The Darkest Legacy. Honestly, I don't know what to give it. I think the ending, I'm hesitant on whether I actually liked the ending or not. It kind of ends on like a open ending, but not massively, but also kind of ends on a cliffhanger, and there isn't another book in the series, so I just don't know how I feel about that. But overall, I really liked it. I think it's either a 4-star or a 3.5. It was very, very long, but I did like the different perspective and the different tone of the story. Yeah. Overall, I think I will give the Darkest Minds series a 4-star rating as a series. I didn't remember much from the third book, but I still loved it, even though it was the lowest rating of the whole series. But I think the concept of it is so good and it's so action-packed. I love how they tackle oppression, revolution, and all those hard topics, but they don't do it in a very harsh way, and it's definitely much easier to understand those topics. And I hope whoever read that series could gather that, and I hope that in the future this series still is big as it was when when I first read it. I really enjoyed rereading the series and reading The Darkest Legacy for the first time. Can't believe I missed it the first time around. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!